Hey, you out there, don't hit that snooze. We're bringing the laughs and spilling the truth. It's two of us here with stories to dish, talking about life you won't want to miss. Let's talk about it, oh, let's break it down. From love to parents and goofing around. We're here for the chats, the laughs, the fun. Let's talk about it, come join everyone.
Hello, how are you doing? You're fine, you're well. Welcome back to episode 4 of Let's Talk About It. And today we want to get ourselves into this life of Kenyans. You know, sisi ni wa Kenya na tunakuanga na mambo 1-2 zenye si ufanya, and you're like, is this the real us? Is this the real we? So today we are talking we want to have a topic called, why do Kenyans love gossip? Of course we do love gossip. Now we want to know, why do we love gossip? And before we start, see what God has done to this beautiful young lady. She's glowing, she's beautiful. Hi.
Hi guys.
Kiburi on top.
Yangu inakuanga huko kwa matawi. Hi guys, how have you been? Thank you so much for liking, for subscribing to our page. We appreciate you. We see the love. Na sisi unajua, you are energizing us to get you more content. Hatulali. Tunalala tukifikiria ni content gani tutawapea.
Alright.
You can also be hapo kwa comment unaandika, what do you want us to talk about? Yes, so today we are speaking about Mushene.
Of course, Mushene.
But do you know men, Kenyan men wanapenda Mushene kuliko wanawake.
Thank you. I have come to realize that hii dunia hakuna watu wengine wanapenda Mushene like men. Oh my goodness, men out there. You guys, you love this thing. And what do you talk about?
They love. Unajua Mushene ikwangi watu wanaongea vitu positive, ni vitu tu negative. And I think Kenya we survive with propagandas. You know, Mushene is a propaganda, it is a rumor. We survive in it and it sells. Ina sell more kuliko ukweli. Tukitaka hii podcast yetu nini?
Yeah, boom, tuamke kesho tuko on top, ni
tuongee Mushene, tuanze kuongea Mushene. Umesikia? Huyu anakaa, huyu anafanya, watu wataanza kufollow.
And then tukaipea another name. I know people will attack me, but it is what it is, man. Tukaipea another name, Kachai. Hey, ukisikia tu Kachai, hata ukiingia live TikTok upate kuna Kachai, unapata tu
wamejaa, unasikiza.
Nani Mushene tupu. Guys.
But I think it is the nature of human beings.
Yeah.
You tend to talk. We tend to talk and want to know more and pretend we know and we know nothing. Kwanza ushaisikia story yako, unashtuka ni mimi?
Is it me?
Ama ni mtu mwingine. Last week somebody was telling me how some people were discussing me and the things they were saying, and akiongea niko like, guy, ni mimi?
Is that me?
Do I have a twin out there? Because oh my goodness, people will say bad things. Na wasemangi vitu mzuri. They will say bad things. They don't care. They will just speak and speak and speak and speak and speak, and you're left wondering, what are they saying? Huyu ni mimi. And you know, in the spiritual realm, whatever vitu zingine, unajua, our words has a lot of power. So kuna vitu zenye watu wanaweza kuwa wakiongea wakisema, and it affects you in your life now. Na ujui, but it is affecting you in your life, which is very sad. Mimi nikani kuongea Mushene ndile ya ni ukweli alifanya ABCD. Unajua wasichana lazima tuongee vitu. Kama umevaa vibaya lazima tuone umevaa vibaya surely. wanajikataa kuniharibia simu. Lazima tuone unavaa vibaya. So ama unakaa vibaya, ama unakaa funny, ama unakaa so sitaki kuongea statement. Niliambia we are obviously wonderfully created.
Yes, of course.
Lakini kuna wale ukitaka kushtua mtu mwambia kula, ama tuambie huyu anakuwa kukula.
I heard someone telling the other you look like a watho, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, but unajua
Why did you have to say
inasema
that?
beauty is what?
Beauty lies in the eyes of what?
The
Beholder.
Kila mtu kenye unaona sio kizuri kwa wengine ni kizuri.
It's giving good vibe.
Yeah, but man, watu waache tu kuongea vitu tu za uongo, waongee tu vitu za ukweli, but zina carrying a lot of emotions, and Kenyans emotions ndizo zina to drive.
Do you think kuna siku there will come a day that people will never talk about something?
Waongea ndio waongee nini? Unajua kwa nini celebs wa Kenya wanapenda kutoa kiki na kiki ya uongo? Ni juu that is what Kenyans love.
Yes.
Mbona Hustler alikuja akatambia Wheelbarrow? Tunatoka chini tukipanda. Sisi wenyewe tunajua it is very impossible for what he is telling us, but we were there
and we want to believe. And I came to realize aswa sisi ladies wallahi we do love lies
sana. Ndio maana utawapata kwa prophet anakuja anakuambia kuna kitu hili imepandwa hapo, imechimbiwa hapo kwako, na unaamini.
No.
I was talking to a friend of mine alikuwa ACC hapa Kiambu hapa Githurai, and he was telling me alipeleka jail mama na pastor, because eti mama alipelekea pastor mbuzi na kuku na kila kitu, eti ndio amuombe hizo watoto wajaenda shule na watoto hawakuli.
Oh my goodness.
Aliambia weka sel ndio fikiria kwanza,
ndo akili ifunguke.
Utumishi wa Mungu, roho imesema aje. Kuna mwingine alinipigia simu ananiita Betty, ashaniambia niko na watoto wangu watakuwa daktari. Ashanipigia na ananiambia wanasema utume 200. Nikauliza kwani Mungu wako amesoma ni 200 ana nini? I had to block him and tell him acha usiniongeleshe, I won't pick your call anymore. So even if you keep calling, but you know there are women who will wenye wataangukia hiyo.
Of course.
Juu wanataka tu kusikia wakiambililiwa, wakiprofesaiwa, and that turns you to be lazy.
And that's why, kama you've checked on my status jana, we were having a conversation with my friend Jioni, and we were talking about how Christians tunabebewa akili. And I realized, kama uliangalia status yangu, I said Muslims leave their shoes at the door when entering the mosque, but Christians sometimes we tend to leave our brains.
Ni venye haujui the Muslim religion. Every religion has its own funny thing.
But Christians, we are making this thing like
it's because it is on social media, it is being posted.
No, it's hurting.
I'm telling you.
And then unaenda bado unapata vitu zenye unaambiwa it's kind of mushene, nani aliroga watoto wako, your husband is doing this, take the come on.
Moshene keeps people. But inaambiwa vitu zenye watu wanasema, a percentage of it inakuanga ukweli. Ukisikia inasema kuna kitu watu wanasika statement watu wanasema hapo, but ukisikia watu wakisema kitu, there's some truth about it. But let's not be watu wa rumors na propagandas peke yake. At least ongea kitu yenye ukiulizwa utasema kweli nilisema na ni juu ya ABCD, not because of hearsays that you had and then you make it as a story. Unaenda unaribia mtu jina because of rumors, vitu zenye ujui. Hiyo tabia ikome. Hizi siku nimesema nitakuwa na deal na rumors na Moshene Hedon. Eti uniambie Rehema kuja uniambie mtu fulani alisema. Tukiwa na wewe tu hapo nampigia.
Nampigia.
Eti ulisema hiyo story inaishia wapi? But mambo ya kuentertain, because that is how you will create boundary na respect na watu. Ndio wajuange hata wakiongea huko kufikisha hizo story kwa jispo itakuwa story. But now inafika time unapea watu hiyo allowance ya kuongea venye wanataka, and then they mess you around and
I know.
And I hate it. Kuna mtu nimeambia nakaa na yeye hadi soko nimeharibiwa na ni vitu watu waongee. That somebody I see him I think once in a year. But what you hear people saying,
but ground inajua unakaa na yeye.
Hata ni yuko na yangu.
Come to talk
guys,
about
I am single.
Me too. Come to talk about love. Unapataga sisi kama ladies, me included, tunapenda uongo. I'll be there for good morning darling, have you taken your lunch, how are you doing, how ona venye producer ananiangalia, how are you doing, is everything okay? Yani hizo mauongo. Oh, I can't sleep without talking to you, oh nini na unajua tu ni uongo.
Imagine saa zingine kwangi uongo continue,
unajua tu ni uongo, but you still want that, like nini na kwanga hapo, there's a certain I'm not.
You are, because if unajua ni uongo na unakaa hapo.
Mbona unaniattack?
No, tell me. Asini unasema unajua ni uongo.
Yes, unajua ni uongo lakini you want to hear it. Unajua kuna watu wawili watatu hapo watani support.
You're desperate for it.
Really?
Yes. Me, if I don't want you, even if you tell me you bring heaven here on earth and you bring it, I won't.
Oh wow. So you want to mean you don't fall for those lies? Well, like a cheat can die. Niambie tu you've never fallen for those lies even a single time.
Unajua ujuangi ni lie. Nakwambia ukiendelea kukaa na mtu na unajua na kudanganya, you're desperate and you want it. But kuna wengine haujuangi ni uongo, unajua msee anakupenda. But saa zingine sisi wanawake ni sisi wa busy relationships.
How?
Tuko na baggages mingi.
Haya, bring those baggages on the table. I want to hear them.
Tuko na baggages mingi. Hiyo tutaiongelelea to our next episode. Today we are talking about romances.
You just can't say sisi ndo tunaharibu.
Tuko na baggages.
Do you know how
100% about it. You see, when somebody anaamua anakupenda, and then there will always be something that makes them not want you anymore. It is not about the other person. Relationship yako ikiisha, tusikuwa tuna blame the other party. Sit down with yourself and ask you, what did I contribute? What did I do? Si alinifanyia wewe ulifanya.
okay.
Na unajua kikaa chini utaona nini wewe ulifanya. But don't accept.
Sawa.
Because of the pain that is in your heart and you feel the pain. Now, and to make yourself feel good, you have to say it is the other person.
Okay. There is another group I want us to talk about. Our co-workers. Pale kwa kazi. You realize that your co-worker knows you better than you know yourself. The lies and the whatever they talk out there when you're not there. Sometimes unakuja unaambiwa and you're like, okay, is this the Rehema that I know? Is this the real me? Ama there is something else I don't know about it. Ama hujapata that.
You just let them be. Acha nikwambie kitu
Do you
moja
need-
Rehema. You see, when 3 people or 2 people are speaking about you, and mmoja anakuja anakuambia alikuwa, what were they contributing, what were they
Of
saying?
course.
Haiwezi kuwa ilikuwa it's a one way traffic. Hata yeye kuna vitu alikuwa anasema,
Contribute mahali, yeah.
so you continue working smart and working hard, and you remember your colleagues are not your friends, they're not your family, they're just colleagues. Mkitoka tu kwa ofisi, kazi inaishia kwa ofisi, urafiki inaishia kwa ofisi. You mind your own business. If it is about talking, talk about work. But outside work, hata mtu akikwambia tu kwa poa,
Just leave it there.
shut your mouth.
Do you think this gossip thing brings enmity at workplace? Mnashindwa kubehave ama to be normal like you used to be?
Yeah, it does. And rumor says.
And how should you work with that when it comes your way?
Me, when I know people are talking about me, I get happy. I intimidate you, that is where you get your time to talk about me. Otherwise, if I am not intimidating you in any way, you didn't have time to talk about me. Ushaiona watu wanaongelelea mwenda wazimu?
Oh, wow.
It is because there is something you feel jealous about me. I'll keep doing it. And I'll keep doing what I've gone there to do.
And you keep surprising us tupate za kuongea kesho.
And I'll do some things intentionally.
I love that.
And I'll do some things intentionally.
I think I should copy that from you.
Some things intentionally. Ndio ujua najua. But you won't notice I have done it.
I love that.
I thank God for my brains. Nakubeba tu wana. Nakubeba tu venye uko. Hivyo tu ndivyo nitakubeba.
There's another group. Our family members. Ushajua there's a certain, maybe it has happened at our place. I don't know if you've found something sort kwenu. There's a certain group of your family members. Hawakosagi kitu ya kusema kukuhusu.
Si uendelee tu.
Kuhusu your parent, kuhusu your work, mahali uko and such things. And the same family members wanakuanga wa kwanza kukucall when they need something.
Rehema, you can never fight all your battles. Just let them talk. You just let them say things.
But unajua kuna zile
tukiwa watoto wadogo walikuwa nasema sitamaliza high school. Eti nitapata mimba, sitamaliza college, eti nitapata mimba. Si nilimaliza. Sasa wanangoja nisiolewe.
Wow. That's so nice.
You will hear people speak. They have spoken funny and weird things you wouldn't expect from your relatives, but some battles you fight on your knees. Mi sina time ya watu. I would rather sit down and watch my TikTok. Watu wacha niambiwe, but I put it in my mind. Maybe sasa time yenye na feel hapana. I go on my knees and I tell God vindicate me. Make a name for yourself. I cannot be calling you Yahweh. Namwambia, it is not my name being put
into shame.
It is yours.
It is yours, okay.
So vindicate me. I let it to God.
Wow.
I let it to God. God to deal with it. Because even the Bible says, tuachie battles zikuwe za God. Let the battles be for God. Me, I've left him. I come, I tell him ABCD, fight it for me.
You just do your thing.
I do my things.
And
the moment you don't react to something some people are saying, it affects them. Because watu wakiongea, they expect a reaction from you. Okay. If you don't react, wanaumangwa. And so you keep fueling them, and you're just keeping quiet. Sometimes silence is gold. You don't have to speak. Just let them be. Just let them be. Let them be. Me, I go back on my knees. You see, time reveals everything. Time heals. Time gives everything a clear picture. If you say something today about me, within time will reveal the truth. I don't have to come and defend myself, of course. Time will reveal everything. Na kuna kitu mbaya kama ukwe unajua emotion ni mbaya. Leo unaambia mtu hii kitu, mtu kitu, unasahau after some time unamwambia another thing, and then when you remember aliniambia kuhusu this somebody, and then amesema about this, and then they are contradicting themselves. Yeah. Or something happens and people know the truth. So time reveals. Me, I don't have time for people.
Wow.
I don't.
That's why we have this podcast.
Nikae chini nisome vitabu, nilale, because I love sleeping. I can sleep the whole day. Me, I sit down and think somebody said. Time yenye nimeambiwa, especially if it is somebody close from me, I will go on my knees and cry to God and tell God, God, vindicate me. And I will cry to God, telling him, God, vindicate me. And once I have prayed, nimeosha mikono yangu, hivyo.
Think of a scenario where your best friend says something out there behind your back, sorry. And he or she comes and tells you, you know what? I said this and this and this. But before she came or he came to tell you, you heard somewhere that he or she said this and this and this about you. Mind you, back in your mind, you know, she is a friend. You've been together for long. He's a friend. You've been together for long. You've been doing your things. How would you handle that? Would you handle that as a betrayal? And if yes, what would you do after that?
Cut boundaries and stop talking to them. That is a clear indication of they are not supposed to be in your life. If there is a prayer I make every day when I wake up is, God, everybody around me, if they're supposed to be in my life, let them be. If they're not supposed to be in my life,
Let them go.
If I'm supposed to be in someone's life, let me be there. But if I'm not, let me go. And God will always do it. Atakuonyesha tu huyu hapana, huyu hapana. Some things will happen. And uzuri amekuja ameconfess, amekwambia nilifanya ABCD. You cut ties with them. It will be hard because maybe it's somebody that you have known for a very long time and it will hurt you, but thank God you've known it mapema.
Would you hate your parents because of such an issue?
I love them at a distance.
At a distance?
Yes.
What do you mean?
I love them. They are there. I love them, but no communication.
Oh.
But from the bottom of my heart, I love them. I respect them. If they call, I pick. But now how the relationship used to be, it won't be the same anymore. I love them at a distance.
So let me bring it this way. You can stop telling your parents your issues, like what you're doing.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely. Do they have to know? You are a grown-up.
Okay.
You're not a kid anymore.
Okay.
You're not a kid anymore.
Oh wow.
You just love them at a distance. As long as somebody is costing you your peace of mind, be love at a distance.
But they are your parents.
Yes, they're your parents, but again, you're a grown-up. Remember last episode I told you, it gets a point in life, it is no longer about your parents, it's about you.
Wow.
So are you involved with them in your things? And maybe you know ukiwaambia they will mess it around just because they're your parents. They live their lives. Live yours.
So you've talked about this gossip thing, and you've said we bring it, like we just let it go and tunaachia Mungu. Do you think ile pain itakutoka rahisi when you realize this is my friend, this is my parent, she said 1, 2, but this whatever she or he said isn't the right thing?
It takes time to heal. And to let the pain go. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of courage and letting go. And but when you understand you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you, then you start your healing journey. Unajua mtu akikukosea juangi amekukosea. Ni watu uko na mauchungu alinifanyia. Yeah, yuko huko.
Ni wewe tu.
Forgiveness is not about the other person, it is about you. Ni wewe umebeba mzigo, ni unakuwa hurt. Ukisikia jina yake unakuwa hurt. It is about you. The moment you know it is about you and you love yourself, you let it go.
Lakini kuna there is
it is not about the other person. Ameongea, yes, umejua. Hata yuko huko hasikii vibaya, ni unasikia vibaya. Utaendelea kumbeba kwa roho yako? Uendelea kukua na mizigo kwa roho yako? Na yeye hayuko? Who is the fool there?
Me.
You rather brace up and let it go and forgive, but you don't forget.
Hapo, yeah, it's true. You can forgive, but this is the right thing, and this is the truth about everything. You can forgive, but you can never forget.
Yeah, forgetting it will be hard.
But why do they tell us forgive and forget? Forgetting is something that can never happen.
They don't say forgetting like forgetting what they did to you and everything. It is forgetting that situation, that moment, how it made you feel. Because if you forgive and you keep remembering how that situation makes you, then you haven't forgiven. Ni ukinikosea leo, what it means by forgiving and forgetting, I will forget how you made me feel at that moment. When I remember you, let me remember you for the good things, not
Okay.
how you made me feel that day.
Wow. I'm in a certain situation, not me.
Yeah.
Please don't judge. Don't judge me. Not me. Okay, my friend there is in a certain situation. You've wronged someone. You've apologized for the longest, you know. You've been with this person for the longest, doing right things, but at some point you messed up somewhere. But the mess was to clean someone's mess. You get?
Why are you cleaning someone's mess?
Because the person you're cleaning the mess is your friend and your family member.
It is not your responsibility.
But you want this thing to work for them.
If they wanted it to
You
work,
value it. You value them
if they wanted it to work,
for themselves.
they will work for it to work. It is not your responsibility.
So, just let me finish. As you're cleaning their fucking mess, you realize that you've messed up yours, like your part. You're trying now to clean up two messes here. Your mess and their mess. Tuko pamoja mpaka hapo. But yours, it's kind of broken to a certain level of hii kitu haiwezi rudi. Tuko pamoja. So what do you do about that? Mind you, yours is in a mess because of their mess.
It is your fault that yours is in a mess. Wewe mzigo ya wenyewe ulienda kujiekea ya wamekwambia uwasaidie.
Yes, this one of them asked you to help them clean up their mess.
Why?
I don't
Don't they
know.
have the courage to do it? Can they not do it for themselves? Why are you wakimesiana? Were you there? Basically, what is showing you the mess that you're in now, it is your fault because you went to poke your nose in other people's business. Something you shouldn't do.
And then I remember the first episode you told us to mind our own businesses.
I don't know if you've
That-
noticed, but I like minding my own business.
Yeah.
If it doesn't concern me,
You're not there.
mi nitakuwa tu where haya, even
Pole
if
sana.
it is a closest person in me, wamemesiana with somebody, I won't mind my business. To do what? When they were
But they
meeting,
say-
when they were meeting and messing around with each other, was I there? In their happy moments, was I there? In their ups and downs, was I there?
But you are told be your brother's keeper and your sister's keeper.
For example, wewe na Kariuki, our producer, your friends, ndio nione mumekosana, what I will do, nitakuja nikuongeleshe ama niwaketishe chini, because now for this I'll have an authority.
Yeah.
Ni nini mumefanyiana, ama I come, I speak to you separately, I go, I speak to him separately, I get a story and then awaleta pamoja. Juka kuna mwenye ameongea uongo, hiyo siku ya pamoja itafanya nini? But I won't dive myself into it kabisa. I'll give you people time. If you don't want to work over it, why would I force it?
Well,
Why?
I love the lessons I'm getting.
It's
in this
it's none
podcast.
of my
Oh
business.
goodness.
And maybe even at that season, people do not understand. Seasons are, every person is supposed to be in your life for a season, and there are people who are supposed to be in your life forever. Just like a chapter, just like a book.
Wait, can you repeat that again?
Not everybody is supposed to be in your life for all your seasons. There are people who are supposed to be there maybe in one chapter of your life, in two chapters of your life, in one paragraph of your life. Kuna mwingine ni kakoma tu, afikisha kakoma, mwingine achukulie. When you learn that people are not supposed to be in your life forever, but there are some people who God will place in your life forever, it needs a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and it goes back to your relationship with God. Because when somebody comes and now you start conversing and then you start a relationship together, you'll know this somebody is supposed to be in my life for how long. And season ya kuisha kukaa in your life ikifika, you will know it. You will know it. So that once they are leaving, you won't be affected. You know wamemaliza kazi yao yenye walikuwa wamekuja kufanya kwa maisha yangu, ama nimemaliza kazi yangu yenye nilikuwa nafaa kuwafanyia kwa maisha yao. You live a very peaceful life. Not everybody is supposed to be there with you forever.
You know, you're making me get into a serious business with myself now.
Please.
To understand the world.
Go and have an understanding with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Once you know your purpose in this, utajua who am I supposed to allow in my life, who is not supposed to be in my life. You know, even not everybody is supposed to come to your house. Not everybody is supposed to come here. You protect your energy at all costs, but that will trickle down to, do you know your purpose? Do you really know who you are?
Oh, yeah.
That is something people struggle with. Even people at 50, at 40, you will find they don't know their purpose, they do not know who they are. So once you do that, there are some things, like rumors, they won't affect you.
Anyway.
A king gets more attacks than a guard at the palace. What will people talk about the guard? The rumors is about a guard at the palace are not heavy like that of a king.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I think, guys, we should close that episode 4 of today there. At least you've learned something. If you've not, me, I have learned to mind my own business. To give those people gossiping me time to do their thing, you know. If you're talking behind my back, that means that's where you belong.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, until next episode, kindly don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, to comment, and tell us what you want us to talk about in the next episode. Hi, we love you.
Bye.